Welcome to the OhioRAAM Show, number 277.
Well, hello again. It's Lee Kreider here from the OhioRAAM Show, and we live in uncertain times, that's for sure. I'm sitting here. I haven't been out of the house for about 12 days, and I'm sure many of you are in the same situation. We've been self-isolating for a variety of reasons. So tonight we're going to have the suicide prevention team on the show. Despite what the future might hold, we don't know what it might be, but we want to hear what their story is and what they're trying to accomplish. We want to remind you that if you want to learn more about Team Suicide Prevention, right below here on the show notes, you'll see a link to their page. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see a little link there that'll take you to this page so you can see the show notes. Regardless of what happens, if there is a race across America, you will be able to enjoy the people at Time Station 41 in Oxford, Ohio, Time Station 42 in Blanchester, and Time Station 43 in Chillicothe. They're open around the clock with people there all the time to help you. Well, that's enough of that. We're having little internet problems tonight. Everybody is, because everybody's watching movies on their TV. But we're going to try to bring the people here from Team Suicide Prevention in. First of all, we've got Eric Gomez. Eric, how are you over there?
We're well, thank you. Thank you, Lee.
We also have Bill. Now, how do you pronounce his name, Eric?
It's Titano.
Bill's there somewhere. He's been in and out, and it's his connection of some sort is giving him trouble. So we decided to plow ahead with who we have. Eric, welcome to the OhioRAAM Show.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we're happy to have you here, and we're happy to have you talk a little bit about your team. Tell us about Team Suicide Prevention. Where are you located?
We appreciate it. And so our team is, just as the name implies, Team Suicide Prevention. Our mission and goal is to spread hope across America and race to save lives. We're based out of Oklahoma. We have crew members from all over the United States, from Wisconsin to the Pacific Northwest to Montana. I believe we've got somebody that may come up from Texas to help us for the crew. We're an 8-person team. Everyone associated with the team has a personal connection with mental health or a significant experience significant loss in their lives around suicide. And so our goal is to raise awareness and raise funds for organizations that range from the local level here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, all the way up to the national level with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We're an 8-person team, men and women. Bill Titano, who is trying to get on here with us, is our oldest. We'll let him divulge his age, but he's a current 70-plus Oklahoma State champion, road race champion. And then our youngest is a young lady by the name of Tori Knizer. She's a registered nurse in her early 20s, and she raced on the collegiate level. And then we've got a number of people in between. I'm in my 50s. I'm the next youngest person besides Tori. And so everybody, and I'm in my early 50s. You know, like I said earlier, we all have
get me connected.
We've got several retired professionals, retired first responders. And so the dream of Race Across America, and we all like to race bicycles, and our regular race team has, we are a nonprofit, and we raise a lot of monies and funds for youth cycling development and youth fitness development. And so the dream to do Race Across America was born a number of years ago. We started putting it together about a year and a half ago. Our goal is to spread hope across America. We will have a film crew that is going to document all of our individual stories, as well as the effort itself. the media piece that we put together doesn't really have anything to do with RAM, while RAM is the vehicle that we are using to tell our story.
You're raising funds, is that correct? Did you have a fundraising goal?
I would like to see us raise $250,000. We have 4 organizations we are raising money for, one of which is a very local organization that works specifically with veterans. And that's an organization called the Coffee Bunker, and they're located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then the Mental Health Association of Oklahoma, it was formerly just of Tulsa, and they have gone to become a statewide organization. They do some amazing work. I'm a recovering politician. I used to be involved in politics. I became very familiar with the work that the Mental Health Association of Tulsa, was doing with regard to transitional housing for people that were getting termed out, for lack of a better word, of foster care, or aged out of the foster care system. And then we also work with another local organization called it is called Hope is Oxygen. And that organization works to, when families are in crisis and have lost a family member, they provide a lot of crisis management and crisis help, and do a lot of proactive outreach. And then, of course, on a national level is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And it's our goal to raise enough funds to make a difference in those organizations. And that's where $250,000 became our goal. And we will allocate that across the board to those organizations. That is our financial goal during this time. And then our other goal is, as I mentioned earlier, to document our story and document the stories, and we'll provide it to really anybody who wants it after the fact, as an outreach tool for organizations that would like to utilize this information and this data and show how we're highlighting, how mental health and how significant mental health challenges really affect all of us. The statistics are very staggering and very sobering. Because of this virus, we're all real cognizant about with the COVID-19 pandemic that we're going through, we're all real cognizant about germs and those types of pathogens that are circulating among us, unfortunately. But very few people are aware of the diseases that and the challenges that people face with regard to mental health. 1 in 5 people has a significant mental health challenge in their life at any given time. What we do know is that just people listening with their heart can make a huge impact on other people's lives. And so that is one of the premises of our message of impacting those around us, and just being cognizant about what is happening with those loved ones around us. Bill Tightno, and I would let him tell this story, but obviously we're having some technical difficulties. At a portion of the race, he'll be riding one of our friends' bikes that was struggling and is no longer with us. And then I have another friend, whose bikes that I'll be riding. I intend to ride over, the highest, over the Wolf Creek Pass. I'm going to ride that bike over the Wolf Creek Pass.
Well, listen, Bill seems to be down here. I don't have any. Do we hear us at all, Bill? I hear some rumbling and some static. Well, that's too bad. Sorry about that, Bill. Again, I want to point out that right below here, you'll see the show notes with a link to their website. And it's going to be kind of tough to raise your goal if we don't have a race, won't it?
I believe that to be true.
Because I know that the racing really is a fixture which helps you attract attention and attract donations. But we hope you do a good job with that and encourage people to drop by there and drop a little change on you as you prepare for whatever the future might hold here. If 2020 does not come off, and I always hate to say that because I don't want to spook the thing, but if it doesn't come off, are you prepared to go next year?
Absolutely. In fact, we just had a meeting about that over the weekend. We had a video conference, as it were, because we're not doing face-to-face meetings. The short answer is absolutely yes. We are prepared to go in 2021. The AFSP runs a great outreach. Lee, would it be possible to put their number in the show notes as well?
Sure.
Their number is 800-273-8255, and I will text or email that to you. But that's the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They've got amazing counselors and amazing resources.
Yeah, we'd be glad to put that number in there.
We will race in 2021, and if we race this year, we might still race in 2021 as well.
Well, listen, Eric, thank you for being with us this evening. Bill, if you're out there and you can hear us, thank you for making an awful lot of effort to be with us. And we wish you well on your effort to not only raise funds, but reach out and contact people who need help. We never know who's struggling out there. We hope you raise funds. We wish you well. We wish we will see you in 2020. And we hope to see you in 2021 also. And when you get to Ohio, we will have a warm welcome waiting for you there.
We look so forward to it. Thank you very much for having us on your show. And
thank you very much.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.